mindful seekers. Welcome back. I want to talk about being our toughest critics. And you might say, well, what do you mean? I'm not tough on myself. Sure you are. You might just not be noticing you're doing it. So people in your life on the internet are going to judge you. But this does not compare to how you're judging yourself. And again, you might be saying, I don't judge myself. Well, here's the secret. You might be judging yourself. And again, you just don't know that you're doing it in the moment. And you could say, well, Dolores, how am I judging myself? You could judge yourself every day, like the clothes you wear, what choices you're doing in food, looking at yourself and looking at your body and picking yourself apart. You could judge yourself on where you spend your money or your time or the people that you hang out with. You can judge yourself without even thinking about it. You could do something and judge yourself automatically. Oh, I don't like my hair when I look in the mirror. Oh, why did I choose to put that makeup on? I can't believe I chose that outfit. I can't believe I didn't leave early enough to get somewhere. You are constantly judging yourselves. And this is especially hard for those of us who struggle with a mental health illness because we judge ourselves on how we feel, the thoughts we have throughout the day, our actions throughout the day, how people make us feel emotionally, and how we let that sit with us and drag that on for the rest of the day. And how we react to things in our lives, like those tough conversations, those tough events, those tough situations that we're in. And we're constantly judging ourselves for how we reacted to those situations in our life. So that's why I say sometimes we don't even notice that we're doing it. And when we've been doing it for so long, it can just become part of our daily lives. And it's something that we're just like, oh, that's normal thoughts and feelings or reaction to the things that are happening into our life. Kind of like thoughts like, we aren't good enough. No one's going to love us. And self-criticism like, I'm not smart. I'm not good looking. I can't do that. Or anything else that puts you down. So I want you to think about your daily life from morning to night. And think about the thoughts that you have during the day. The thoughts that just come up when you see something or someone says something. I think social media is going to be your biggest downfall for self-criticism because you're going to see somebody's perfectly created life that they put together and they made their pictures look good. And behind the scenes, they're probably really not living like that or look like that every day or eating like that every day. But because it's on the internet, the people we follow, we look at them and then criticize ourselves. Oh, well, she got up this morning and she looks so pretty and she has her makeup done and she has her hair done. She took this picture of her drinking coffee. Okay, what you don't realize is how she spent the last hour getting her hair and makeup and getting the right outfit and standing with the right sunlight to get that photo. Or you see people taking trips and you're like, oh, these people can take trips and I can never do that because I'm just not capable of saving money. Like, yes, you are. You just think that you're not because that's what you're telling yourself. Or you see somebody who works out 5 days a week and their body is thin and you're like, I could never do that. And my body will never look at this way, like, oh, look at these rolls. And like, you just start picking yourself apart. And social media is going to be that downfall. It's going to be that place where you find yourself picking yourself apart and you don't even realize you're doing it. And that's what I said, when it becomes a part of your daily life, it's just normal to you to think the way you think about yourself and the things that you can do and the things you can't do. And you make it something that you're going to believe. So today I want to share 3 tips with you on how you can talk better to yourself and not think so badly about yourself. So first, you're going to observe why you're being so mean to yourself. Second, you're going to ask yourself what advice you'd give someone you love if they came to you with this problem. And number 3 is to choose to be on your side. So first, I want you to observe why you're being so mean to yourself. What's factoring you to be so hard on yourself? Awareness is going to be your first step in acknowledging any life challenges. So what are your initial feelings? And then observe the root of those feelings. So you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like your outfit or you don't like your hair. Okay, well, first we're going to acknowledge the awareness of looking in the mirror. So first I was looking in the mirror. Okay, my first initial feeling was that is like, ugh, I don't like the way my body feels. Okay, well, let's observe where those root of those feelings are coming from. Why do you feel that way? Is it because someone said something to you? Is it because the way you were grew up and the way your parents said something? Or is it because you saw somebody on social media that was wearing the same dress and they looked so great in it, and now you look and you're like, oh, I don't look great in it. So what are the feelings and what is the root of that problem that's coming up for you? You are sitting down and you're eating a hamburger, but across from you, a lady is eating a salad. Like, why am I eating hamburger and fries? This is just going to make me fat. I can't be doing this. And then you don't want to eat because the person over there is eating a salad with lemon water and all this stuff. Like, okay, first be aware of where the thoughts are coming from. I ordered a hamburger. I know today I should be eating healthy, but I'm choosing not to. Okay, now that lady over there is eating healthy, maybe I should have chose eating healthy. Now I feel bad about myself because I know if I'm going to eat this hamburger, it's going to make me fat. It's not, but that's the way you think. So first, I want you to always observe why you're being mean to yourself, talking down to yourself, and making yourself feel horrible. And observe where that is coming from. And then number 2, I want you to ask yourself, if someone you loved came to you with this concern, how would you react towards them? Because we can find ourselves being way more compassionate to others than we can be to ourselves. Would you let them or want them to feel the way they feel about themselves? Would you, if they came to you and said, I saw this girl on the internet and I bought this dress and now I have it on and I don't look the same. Would you want them to feel that way? Of course not. You would say, girl, you look beautiful and your body is stunning in that dress and I can't believe you would think of that about yourself. Okay, if you would say that to them, why would you not say that about yourself? Or I want you to think about your younger self. Would you talk the way you talk to yourself that way to your younger self? So it's either your younger self or a friend. Think of the way you would talk to them and talk to yourself that way. Your friend comes to you, I don't know, with a haircut. Oh, I saw this haircut and I got it and it doesn't look the same. Girl, you look so good. I don't know what you're talking about. You look amazing. Girl, you exercise 5 days a week. Eating this one meal is not going to make you fat. Enjoy that hamburger and fries. These are the things you would say to your friends, so why would you not say them to yourself? Think about that, right? How come we are so hard on ourselves when we can show so much compassion, care, and love to other people? If we can do it to other people, we can do it to ourselves. Sometimes we just find it very hard, but if you practice more at it, the easier it's going to become. Of course, you're going to have the days where it's going to be hard, but it doesn't have to be. Just think about it, be nice to yourself, and think about, in that moment when it comes up, think about it. 2 things. How would I react if my friend was saying this? Or my loved one was saying this? How would I react to them and what advice would I give to them? Or if my younger self came to me with this, how would I react to that? You'll find more compassion and love and care that way, and then you'll reassure yourself that you can do it to yourself and show yourself that care and love. And number 3 is to choose to be on your side. Because really you're going to think to yourself, first you're like, well, whose other side would I be on? I want you to think of every time you tear yourself down, you're siding with all the other people out there who made you think that being yourself isn't enough. I want you to think right now of having a mental health illness and all those people out there who say it's not good to have a mental health illness. You shouldn't talk about it. You should be at home by yourself. You shouldn't socialize. You shouldn't laugh when you're depressed. All those people that make you feel bad about yourself. So, let's go back to the beginning, okay? Let's say you're dealing with a mental health illness. What are the things that come up when you're dealing with mental health illness for you being mean to yourself? I'm depressed, I cannot be happy. I'm always not going to be happy. I can't be happy. I can't go events to be happy. I can't do this. Anxiety. Oh, this thing makes me anxious. I'll never be able to speak publicly because my anxiety is just making me feel so bad. I'll never be able to write a book. I'll never be able to spend time doing this. The thing that I think about is the last episode, ADHD. I'll never have enough time to focus on this one thing. I'm always going to be behind. I'm always going to never be able to write a book and finish it. I'm never going to be able to have a bestseller. Well, why are you talking to yourself like that? Observe the thoughts and the feelings that come with that. Okay, so if somebody in your life had a mental health illness and they came to you and they said, I feel this way, I can't do this way, I'm stupid, I am always going to be dealing with this, how would you react to them? How would you tell them, no, that's not how it is. I love you and I care for you. What can I do to help? Okay, well, you're sad. Okay, well, let's watch a funny movie or see this YouTube video of this guy, I don't know, making jokes, or let's go do something to cheer you up. Anxiety. Okay, what's making you feel anxious? Okay, can you start practicing in front of me? Can we first do it in front of me and then a few people and then a few people after that so you can conquer this fear? Okay, you feel like you can't stay on track because you're ADD. Okay, so what are the steps we can put into place to help you gain more confidence and momentum into figuring out how to complete writing a book? These are the things you could do. And then I want you to choose to be on your side. Choose to think positively. Be your own cheerleader. Remain positive. Refuse to give up. And say to yourself, I'm on your side and I will never give up on you. Live it and believe it. You are not somebody who suffers from a mental health disorder and can't do the things you want to do in life. And just because you have a disorder doesn't mean it's going to hold you back. It doesn't mean that you can't focus on the things that you want to focus on. It doesn't mean you can't get the things that you want to get done. It can. You just have to be on your side and be there for yourself, because sometimes for a lot of people there's nobody else for them. It's just you. And you have to stand up for yourself. So again, you're going to observe why you're being so mean to yourself and why you're beating yourself up and the feelings that come associated with the thoughts that you have about yourself. And then you're going to talk to yourself like you would talk to your younger self or a friend and be loving and caring and compassionate to yourself. And then you're going to choose to be on your own side. You're going to choose yourself. You're going to choose to love yourself and care for yourself and can be compassionate about yourself and be your own cheerleader. And you're going to say that I am on your side and I will never give up on you, and you're going to live it and breathe it and believe it, and you're going to remain positive and you're going to refuse to give up. Because we can be our toughest critics. With all the people on the internet that can say what they want to say and be mean to you and judge you, you're going to judge yourself so much more than those people on the internet. You're going to judge yourself for the way you feel and how you act. You're going to judge yourself for the way you respond to people and things people say. And you're going to be so hard on yourself. But show yourself some compassion and love, because sometimes, depending on what you're dealing with, your mind is in a different place, and your mind can be your worst enemy. More than a person being your worst enemy, you can be your worst enemy. You can be your own bully without even realizing you're doing it. Without realizing that the thoughts are coming up. Without even realizing that you're judging yourself in those moments when you judge yourself. When those thoughts come up, I want you to stop and observe them and really think of why things are happening and why you're doing what you're doing or why you're saying what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, it's all about self-care and caring for yourself, because nobody else can do that for you. Nobody else can care for you and love for you and have compassion for you like you can. So like always, I want you to remember that you are never alone. And that I love you. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. You know what would be so cool? If you guys could share, like, comment my episodes. It is so helpful to know what you guys like and what you guys want to hear, and it'll help my podcast get out there more if you're liking it and sharing it so other people can come by and also be able to hear episodes that might help them too. So I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Bye.